Yeah, good morning, J-Lo back in the booth, man. Me and my nigga AD, my nigga Smooth, man. AD on the beat, man. Some other town niggas on the block. My nigga TD, D-Stone, J-Rock, Lil Danger, RPHD, man.
What's going on, Chad? I'm back with another video, mud. On the road to monetization, man. It's GS3 to Don, and you know what's going on, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and we gonna keep a good vibe. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing today? Now, I want to show and I want to talk to y'all about something today, man. I want to talk to y'all about these YouTube streets. It's crazy in these YouTube streets. Every day it's something going on in the YouTube streets. And I've been kind of tuned in, man. And I like doing reactions to my homeboy page, my day one friend, you feel me? We more like family. Young and Hefe don't care about nothing but what the check say. I love the whole slogan, mud. No D right and pause. Yeah, but that's my guy, you feel me? And I do only reactions to him or no jumper, you know. I even mess with Munchie B, you feel me, Morals Over Money. I even be over there at Spody joint. But I mainly be on Young Ant. I'm doing the reaction for no jumper. Oh, I got friends doing my reactions on the boy Lil Durk too. Shout out Lil Durk, free him. Feel me, free Smirk. But yeah, man, I want to get into this content though, man, with Young and Hefe, man. Basically, he doing a reaction. He reacting to what happened with Adam and Wack at No Jumper. And as y'all see, the caption say, "So what? I played you." Adam22 exposed the real reason he set WACC100 up for his bringing his Crip ops. Uh, I don't, I don't know, too much about the Crip part. But I do know about when Adam and Wack just was getting into it because Adam brung Moose Man to the podcast, the Adam and Wack show, and Wack put this whole little scene. Oh, allegedly, oh yeah, he lucky. The homie just pulled off. My security team just pulled off all this. The Wack 100 effect, basically. And yeah, man. So that happened. Got a little wild. Cameras got knocked down. I heard allegedly Wack broke a camera or something that night. That he gonna have to pay for. We don't play up here at No Jumper. Wack, we definitely need that check. We rather take cash 'cause a lot of checks be bouncing. So we not saying your check go bounce, but hey, you never know. Bouncing be bouncing. But yeah, man, we need that money, Wack, for that camera. Yeah. But we're gonna get into this Young and Hefe content, man. I don't wanna talk no longer, man. He'll let y'all know, fill y'all in on more of what's going on. And I'm gonna stop and go, man. You feel me? I'm gonna stop and go. All right, let's get into it.
Millions before they put me in the dust. Baby,
It's the good old big deal with the good old people, man. It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. Recipient of Hot Topics, man, we got WACC100 and ADAN22 back here again. So pertaining to the Moose Man in WACC100 situation, it didn't cause some trouble in paradise, or at least a little friction between ADAN22 and WACC100. It made ADAN22 uncomfortable, and he felt disrespected because the thing that took place in his building and WACC not having in or showing no restraints or respect for ADAN22. Now, I believe as well, if WACC100 really wanted to get through ADAN22, he could have got through.
I said the same thing, Mud. On some real shit. Excuse my language, YouTube. Some real stuff. I said that when I dropped my last little video. Y'all can go tune into that. I said, man, Wack wanted to get through him, he could. If he wanted to get through Creep or Adam, he could have got to that man, bro. He just didn't want to. Maybe he was thinking about his job on the line and all that. But he didn't want to do that. Because he could have got to that man. I'm pretty sure that's what my big bro about to say. Let's get into the content.
ADAN22, or they would have been in an entanglement. So Adam calls in on the pod. Well, Wack calls in on the pod, and basically in furtherance, for content, and or I guess they just didn't speak about the Moose Man situation, and ADAN22 pretty much telling him like, man, look, get over it. You the biggest dude that pull plays, bring dudes together that don't want to be together, man. I don't care. See, I'm starting to see you do stuff, and then when people do the same stuff that you do, you try to call them out and or act like you have a license to do what others can't do. And that's BS. And I don't care, man. I did it. Like, eat it. It's over with. It's done with. So Wack like, yeah, well, if it would have went bad up in there, then what? If I just would have really went on one and ran through you and whooped Moose Man out, then what? So Adam like, man, you didn't and you couldn't. So Wack is like, man, BS, bro. I could have got through you. Now, we did see Adam was being assertive, in the way, like, a few times, like, man, come on, Wack, man, watch out. You doing too much. You got to go. This is the pod. You got to go. And Adam, and Wack really didn't listen. He was belligerent and, pretty much still like, man, whatever. Like, man, come outside. Now, in all this, it seems like Adam been holding a lot in, over the years, I guess, Wack been running his own program, bringing guests in and bringing people in that Adam really didn't want nothing to do with, but being that it's the Adam and Wack.
Yeah, man, I didn't like that neither, man. When Adam had brought that up, I don't really remember watching that episode, which I probably did. We should go actually check that out and see if I did though too. I am, but yeah, I ain't like that when he said, "Yeah, you have brung people that would mess up relationships that I have with other people, and you know that, like, and they came up here to slander the people that I really mess with, like, which is crazy. And woo woo woo. You didn't even ask me, like, you just told me about it. I said I think about it, and you just brung them up here. I promise. I remember Adam saying that, so that is true. You feel me? I'll let the homie get more into who it was, cause I kind of don't remember who it was. He said his good friend was, and Wack brung some people that was dissing one of his good friends.
Wack show and his Wack guest, he just rolled with the punches. So one of the arguably things he was mad about, and it seemed like that sticked out, was this 03 Greedo situation, to where he.
That's who it was, chat. 03 Greedo and ADAN22 is like this. So, they locked in. So that's what happened. He brung some dudes, I guess, that was bashing him. Let's get into it.
Got back out, and Grape Streets, basically, had a problem with him and wanted to come on the pod and expose what was going on. And ADAN22 really wasn't with that because he had a strong relationship with Greedo. Greedo was one of the rappers that he can reach out to, get that interview, holler at, and he'd come through. So, he really didn't want to ish in his face. A lot of people, talk about the jankiness and or how Adam betrayed people, but this is a situation right here where he should have and could have stood on guns, but he was uncomfortable because of his relationship with somebody. But we about to get into this content, and y'all already know, man, it's the Hef way and the Hef effect. We gonna commentate.
Scott Jackson, that's Greedo.
Scott is Jackson.
Scott Leader and somebody who's Jackson. Greedo. Following Miranda, Jackson admitted to agent that he was being paid approximately $3,000 to drive with Scott Leader from California to Houston. However, Jackson stated that he did not know there was methamphetamine in the vehicle. Jackson stated that he felt there was something illegal taking place, but didn't want to know any details. Agent attempted to speak with Scott Leader, but following the Miranda warning, Scott would not give any information regarding the methamphetamines in the vehicle and further requested an attorney. Greedo, that's what you were supposed to do. Scott Jackson.
All right, so that was about roughly 2 years ago. So, you know, that was one of them situations that Adam is explaining that he was uncomfortable in because of his relationship with 03 Greedo. Now, 03 Greedo had got out of jail, and I guess, you know, something was going on between him and the Grape Streets and people not being paid royalties and money that they supposed to be paid. So being that they couldn't catch up with 03 Greedo or whatever the case may be, they decided to come on No Jumper through WACC. WACC got relationships with these dudes. He brought these dudes through. I don't know if he asked Adam, but it seemed like he did propose or say something to Adam about this, and Adam really wasn't with it because he didn't want no information being leaked or No Jumper about 03 being bad on his podcast because of his relationship with 03. You know what I'm saying? That'll make 03 Greedo look at him funny, like, bro, what you got going on? I thought we was locked in. So this is some resentment that Adam have been holding but have not been calling WACC100 on. So I guess now with what he did and bringing Moose Man in, knowing that WACC didn't like that, he like, man, I don't want to hear it, bro. Eat it up, bro. I don't care. It's done, bro. You've done a lot of stuff over the years that I didn't like, bro. And I just roll with the punches knowing that it wasn't cool or I wasn't cool with it. Now let's get back into the rest of this content. And you already know it's the Hef Way and the Hef Effect. We're going to commentate.
You showed up with people to do the podcast that you knew that I did not want to do the podcast with at the last second. And I just rolled with it because it's not that big a deal. Fucking when you brought the Greedo ops from Grape Street, Gooch and them, like, you knew that was awkward for me, and I just rolled with it and didn't make a big deal of it.
I've never taken people to...
Exactly. All you can do is threaten violence because you can't communicate with your words. You should have had a conversation with Moose, and then I just 100% checkmated you. WACC, listen to me. I just checkmated you so fucking bad, and your one response is, oh, I should have beat your ass. You're not going to beat my ass, and you can miss me with that fucking bullshit.
Man, stop talking tough. You weren't talking tough when I was in there.
You're not going to hit me. You're not going to.
Hold on, chat. I'm having a technical difficulty. Having technical difficulties. Okay. We should be back. I'm gonna go back 5 seconds. Okay, we should be back.
Talking tough. You weren't talking tough when I was in there.
You're not going to hit me. You're not going to punch me. Stop fucking even alluding to it because you know it's not going to happen. And you know that if you do, I got 911 on speed dial, just like Moose Man. Dead homies.
Adam, you have made a few great mistakes over the last couple of years, brother.
Oh, you playing, boy. You supposed to be your ass to be grass, nigga.
I'm trying to listen to him, Unk. What?
But the fact that you think you can do it how you want to do it is crazy.
I did the same thing that you do all the time, and you have absolutely no right to stand on any kind of fake-ass moral high ground here because the shit that I did to you was so much less serious than shit that I've seen you do 1,000,000 times, and just because you're overreacting about it and acting as if it was super serious doesn't mean that it actually was super serious.
Listen, I respected you in that room, believe it or not, because it could have went a whole lot another way.
Right, but the fact that you even thought about hitting him is so fucking stupid and fried, bro.
This is what I'm going to tell you. I respected you in that room, and you know.
No, you didn't. You didn't respect me. You jumped out of your seat and tried to fight him. That's disrespectful.
You don't even fight for yourself. You can't stop me. I'll stop me.
I did stop you.
No, you can't, Adam.
You were stopped.
If I wanted to.
I don't care. You're not going to whoop my ass. Stop fucking saying it because you're full of shit.
I'm telling you, if I wanted to get the dude, you can't stop me if I was really wanted to, bro.
But I did stop you. The fact that you even attempted to hit him is the problem. I'm not going to congratulate you because you didn't follow through with whooping this random non-affiliate's ass, okay? You want to fucking medal because you didn't fight him. I'm not going to do that. The fact that you tried to fight him in the first place is the problem. And the fact that so many people make apologies for you acting like a fucking child is the problem.
You stopping me? Man, fuck you, white boy. You the child.
See, great point. Great bar right there. You sound like a fucking preschooler.
Stopping me is you fight me back when I got off on Adam. You couldn't stop me. I stopped me, brother.
Well, you didn't do anything at the end of the day, but you tried, and that's annoying.
Man, you did.
Grow up.
And you know,
Learn to have a conversation instead of trying to fight Moose Man because you're scared.
So, y'all heard it right there. That's something that Adam wasn't with. Now, what I'm going to say about the rest of the clip, right? This is something that I be on WACC100 about, right? About how he get into it with other content creators and black content creators, and he go at it with them. I've seen a few times over the years where Adam have been disrespectful, or at least something I would call out as being disrespect. And Adam and WACC just, kind of yelled, and, they went back and forth, and nothing really came of it, to where there was other people he held resentment, you know what I'm saying? Start looking through their files, trying to find anything he could find to discredit him. He ain't did that with ADAN22. But I guess you got to understand that they in business, so I guess he's going to, be more slackful with ADAN22. But ADAN22, like he said, man, he had learned from the best. So he like, shit, you pulling plays? Who is you to say that I can't pull plays? And WACC, no, like I said, it's another thing I got on WACC about before. WACC definitely does do that. WACC will do something and call you out on the same thing that he done, and you'll be looking at WACC like, homie, hold the hell on. What is you talking about? Bro, you did the same thing, or I seen you do this when. How was you calling somebody else out on it? So it just seemed like WACC, has a problem with that control factor in, or, turning a blind eye to when it's him on something, or having an excuse to why, no, I did it because this, or I could do it because this. And it's like, man, look, the act was done, man. It is what it is. So that's just what I be on, man. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised to see him turn up. I was kind of surprised to see him push ADAN22, and trying to get through him, and just overall turn, that no jumper interview room into a war zone that day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised by the rebuttal. But I see that, Adam is starting not to care either, and he's rebuttaling back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see where this gonna go. This gonna be more chemistry for the Adam and WACC show, because at the end of the day, man, look, this stuff can be a play. I don't know if the Moose Man stuff is a play, but, you know what I'm saying, just like, I guess just stay tuned, man. We'll see what happened with Adam and WACC, man. We gonna see what's gonna happen with these guys, man, because both of them play too much, man. Both of them play too much. So, like I said, on their behalf, man, I think they got chemistry and really like doing content with each other. So, when it comes to them, I think Adam was probably mad, like, man, you went overboard. But WACC100 probably gave him an apology, or was like, man, I guess that's what they was arguing. Man, you brought him, though, man. I already told you I wasn't with that, and blah, blah, blah. End of the day, Adam said he saved the day. You didn't touch him. You ain't going to touch me. So that's where we at with it. With that being said, we going to conclude this there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
You got to understand, I got in the...
All right, chat. We're going to end that right there, man. You can like, comment, subscribe, and we're going to keep a good vibe. And you already know the slogan, mud. At the end of the day got in. GS3 the Don. And you know what's going on.